Hey traders, Akil Stokes here of Trade Empowered. I've got a special weekend review video for you today. Now, typically my video comes out every Thursday, but tomorrow, as soon as the live room closes, I got to head down to North Carolina, so I won't be able to produce a Thursday video for you. So what I decided to do was really kill two birds with one stone. I got to record a syndicate video tonight anyway. Well, I don't have to, but I do have some trades on my radar that I was going to give to my syndicate members. And I figured, why not just give you guys watching on YouTube or watching on the Trade Empowered website a chance to see behind the curtain of the syndicate and the type of content that I bring to these guys a few times a week. Now, we're starting off on dollar Canada. I'm on a 60-minute chart right now. And what we're looking at is a potential cipher pattern. Now, my X leg is going to be right up here at 127.22. And we're looking at a move like this. We're looking at an X to A, an A to B. We're looking at a B to C move extending all the way down to our lows, testing that wick from last week. And then we're looking for a CD completion right at my 786. So taking my Fibonacci retracement from swing high to swing low. Look at that, almost nailed it. Wow. We're looking at a cipher pattern completion, a bearish cipher pattern completion right at 26.59. As always, stops need to go above X. I know a lot of you guys like using the 10 pip rule. If that's the case, you're looking at a stop loss being about 27.33. We're looking at targets being Fibonacci retracement from our C leg to our D leg. Targets being at our 3D2 and then our 618. However, with this stop, if you're a student of structure, then you know it's a little safer to have the stop over this 27.58. Now, you are exposing yourself to more risk, so it all depends on what's in your rules. If you are allowed to adjust your stops and it still meets your risk-reward criteria, you're facing a safer opportunity up here above previous structure. We know how price action likes to test structure. However, you are exposing yourself a little bit more to the market. So you got to find that comfort level. And, well, the answer to that should be in your trading plan. But bearish cipher here on dollar CAD. Again, 26.59s is your entry. And what else do we have here? Let's go to Euro Aussie. Euro Aussie is another one with an advanced pattern that is close to completion. Let's go Euro Aussie, same time frame, Euro Aussie on the 60. Let's get some perspective from the daily chart first. If we look here on the daily chart on the Euro Aussie, we've been calling this bearish for a while now. We broke and closed below structure a while ago, and we're looking for a move back up into our previous support zone, which should now act as resistance. Now, as you can see, we came right back up there, and although we're having we had a bullish day today, my overall view of this market is bearish. Again, you can see the break and close below our previous structure level. So we always want to keep that in mind. We want to go through our IPDE process before we take any trade. Even if you're a pattern trader, even if you don't care about underlying trend or what direction the market's going, it's just good to know. And it could help out with potential targets. And I'll show you why in a little bit. Now, on this particular trade, Euro Aussie 60, we're looking at a potential Gartley pattern. This is going to be a deep one. So it sounds bad, but it's good for us. We're looking at our X leg right up here at 140.10s, swing high to swing low. You can see we come to our 618. We come close to our 786, but we don't quite touch it. So we're still looking at a valid Gartley pattern. And we're looking at that Gartley D completion to be at our 127 extension. And because we retraced so deep on that B leg, that 127 extension is going to be up at 140.01. Very, very high to our X leg. And you're saying, Akil, why is this such a good thing? Well, it's good because we know that stops must go above X. Stops need to be beyond our X leg. So the closer we are to that X leg, the smaller our stops need to be. I know a lot of you guys trade this at the 786. Well, here's a comparison. If we're looking at trading it versus the 786, we're looking at something like this. Let's go out and draw out potential targets, swing low to swing high, or to our potential D leg. Traders that are looking at the 127, getting this deeper Gartley pattern completion, we're looking at a risk reward that's going to line up like this. Not too bad if you can see it. Versus those who are trading at the 786, looking at it like a risk reward like that. Not too good. You can see less than a 1-to-1 here, which means you have to have a really high win percentage to make profit off this pattern. Hey, maybe this is why a lot of you guys say that advanced patterns don't work. Maybe you're just trading them wrong. The only way that it works well like this, the cipher pattern is one that typically has a risk reward that looks like this, but the cipher pattern also has an unusually high completion rate. We're looking at 70% minimum for the cipher. So even though you may be risking more than what you're getting in return, you're winning enough to make up for that difference. But potential Gartley pattern here, deep Gartley at basically 140 even. We came close, 139, 139.98. I missed my entry by a single tick, so looking forward to getting back up here and hopefully getting filled for this short. Let's move on next. Euro Aussie. Let's go to Pound Aussie. Pound Aussie is an interesting one. We spoke about this earlier in the week, syndicate members, if you remember. I talked about wanting to get short, right? I want to get short here. And the market never gave me my retracement. Now, we have two options. We came down to our two levels we were talking about. Actually, I'm not sure if I identified this level earlier in the week. We did in the live room. Not sure about here, but we've hit our first support level here. The main one I was looking to get hit was a little bit lower down at 86.81. So I still think we have room to go. I think we're going to come down and test the peak of this double bottom. But as we go down to the 240 and eventually we just go down to the hourly, there are two different options here to take this trade. You can see I have my kill zone still drawn out from this morning. If you are a trend continuation trader, this is the first area you're looking to catch for a retracement. We have our previous structure low right here. We have the highs of our outside return right here. This is your kill zone looking to get short. And as you can see here in the hourly, the market is looking to put in, what time is it? Looking to potentially put in a double top. We've got an even handled number as well, psychological number. Some of you can add that to your CTS score, but we're looking to put in a double top. So if we're getting a double top here, a 1 to 2 ATR stop is going to be in this range. So you're looking at a risk of somewhere around here, all depending on where that double top fills. You know, the market is never perfect, but in general, you're looking at a risk of about here. And of course, you're expecting either a continuation down to that second structure level we talked about. We can go ahead and measure out if you want, a 127, or just look back on the daily or the 4 hour. I'll let you guys do that. No need to make this video too long. But you're looking for, I would say, at minimum, a retested structure down here. And you can see the risk reward is pretty good. Now, on the other hand, on the daily, again, we did run into that first support level down here on my first red line. So if you're a counter trend trader, again, first one is for trend continuation traders. This one's for counter trend trading. If you're asking yourself, which one should I be? You should be neither. Again, it should be clearly defined in your plan. Are you a counter trend trader? Are you a trend continuation trader? Or are you both? And if you're both, you have mastered both. And I'm sure you have filters of when to take which. As I sip my chocolate milk. Seriously though, I run into a lot of traders that try to do both, and it ends up being an emotional decision, because a situation like this, we can go either way. Again, I just showed you the counter trend trade like this, right? Double top, stops above the highs, potential targets I'd be looking down here. Well, we have our double bottom down here. Boom, boom. What comes after a double bottom? Well, we have a break and close above. We can easily retrace down and look for a 26.18 trade to the upside. And this would be a counter trend opportunity where our risk would be below these lows. And our targets would be, our first targets at least, would be at a retest of these structure highs. So you can see both a counter trend and a trend continuation opportunity on this trade. And again, guys, you shouldn't be, if you're confused and upset because I gave you two ways and didn't tell you which way to trade this market, you shouldn't be. This is not a signal service. You shouldn't be. You should be looking to learn from this. You're not looking to take this just to follow trades. That's the worst thing you can do, especially if you're new and you're not a student of this and know how Jason and I are managing these setups. But two potential trades here on Pound Aussie as well. Let's see, what else do I have on the table? Aussie CAD. Aussie CAD is one from earlier in this week too, another one that never got completed. So because it was earlier, I'll run through it quick, just remind you guys. We were looking for a potential bat pattern. Oh, Gartley pattern. We're looking for a potential Gartley pattern here on, let's get this out the way. That was a nice winner earlier too. Ka-ching. There we go. Let's get this out the way. We're looking for a potential Gartley pattern here on Aussie CAD. Now, it's still valid. The C leg has changed from what it was initially when we first looked at it, but same area, 97, 92. And if you guys remember from the daily chart, we did have a higher high, higher close on the daily. So we're looking for this as being a trend continuation trade and really looking for that opportunity to take extended targets if that's in your plan. But again, this is a refresher. Go back and watch. I think it was Monday or Tuesday's video. It must have been Monday's video. Go back and watch Monday's video if you need a refresher on that. Lastly, let's go to, I've got a question mark next to Aussie dollar. Let's do that last. Let's go to something different. Let's go to the German DAX index. Let's go to over here on the trading view. DAX index of German listed shares. What was I looking at? On the hourly, we have a cipher pattern completion on the hourly. We just missed the bat pattern for you guys that follow me on TradingView. And if you don't, just go ahead and enter my name, Akil Stokes, and I'm there. But we have a potential cipher pattern here. I hate using this tool because it gives weird looking ratios. I'll do it anyway because you guys are going to yell at me if I don't. But we're looking at a potential cipher pattern, or we're looking at a completed cipher pattern. X to A to B, B to C, C to D was right down here. This thing is at market if you're watching this, if this video gets to you in time. So an at market bullish cipher pattern. Now, what else do we have? I'll pause the tape for a little bit, sip some more of this chocolate milk, and let you see if you can figure it out. That was good. We have another potential advanced pattern as well. If I just take my Fibonacci retracement tool from swing high to swing low, you can see we hit a 618. 618 puts me on what alert? Gartley pattern alert. We can also be looking at a potential Gartley, X to A to B, B to C, a CD right up here at our 127 extension. And for you guys that really want to get fancy, if you want me to show off a little bit, yep, we're going to have a potential butterfly as well. I'm not going to walk you through the rules of my butterfly pattern. I trade them a little differently than Constellation does. But if I just draw some fibs out, look at this. Look at this. Look at that. 127, 1618. Let's get one more little blue pattern on here. X to A to B coming into that 786, B to C, CD completion exactly at our Gartley pattern level. Woo! Look at that. He's so good. So there's a bunch sitting up here at the 127, 1618 level confluence here on the German DAX at 121.75. Now we are heavily in a, with that being said, we are heavily in a bullish trend here. So if you hop on this the cipher pattern, it may not be an idea, depending on what term of trader you are. If you're a position trader, it may not be, or a longer term swing trader, it may not be a bad idea to hang on to this thing and ride this bad boy up. But if you're an advanced pattern trader, you can easily ride this up, stop and reverse right here and ride it down, anticipating some consolidation. And it wouldn't be a bad idea to anticipate consolidation. Typically, when markets get in no man's land, this is when we see flags and pennants form. We get a spike up right here, and then they kind of lose steam. They don't quite go into a distribution stage, but they kind of lose steam and consolidate until orders get reloaded, and we see a breakout. And hey, consolidation breeds advanced patterns is perfect for it. So if we're going to consolidate back and forth, you can ride this wave all the way through, get about 2 or 3 advanced pattern completions. Eventually, you'll take one, it'll get busted out, but by that point, you would have made enough money to make it worth it. So I'm going to leave Aussie dollar out of it because, again, I have a question mark for you, and it's about we're about 15 minutes going already. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, if you are syndicate members, you guys are used to this, along with Jason's War Room. But if you're not a syndicate member, go over to this site. Go over to tradeempower.com/syndicate. Again, I do about 2 videos. I try to do at least 2 videos like this a week for the syndicate members. And of course, we have our trade floor desktop software where today was Cypher Day. If you guys were paying attention, we had about 6 ciphers shoot through here, where I shoot through my my intraday. Well, Jason and I both shoot through our intraday opportunities as well. So check it out if you're interested. All the info is on here. All the questions is on here. And also, if you haven't done so already, the Technical Trader Workshop is coming April 6th. Make sure you secure your seat right now. I say it in the video, but if you can attend live, it's for your benefit. We're going to be giving away a few free downloads for those who attend live each and every day. I know a lot of you can't. The sessions will be recorded, but we like to have you there live because I just feel you learn more. My teaching philosophy is I feel you learn more by participating. So when you're just sitting back and watching it, you can be doing 3-4 other things at the same time, and most of the information goes through your ear and out the other. However, if you're live, and I often ask for a lot of feedback, it kind of involves you, and once you're involved, you're able to retain a lot more information. So I'll leave the link. I'll leave the link under this YouTube video so you guys can sign up. I will see you next week, and until then, plan your trade your plan. Live room syndicate members, again, I will be in a live room tomorrow morning, normal time. Just after that, I'll be leaving. But take care, gang. See you next week.